Ben Simmons, Rob. Look, I said the other day that I'm hearing that Philly is going to trade him. I've talked to a few people who have said in the league oh, they're trading him. No, they're not going to give him away, but they are trying to trade Ben Simmons. And now the reports are coming out that the teams that at least some reporters think are most likely to get him is Miami, Toronto, and if Bradley Beal becomes available, Washington. I like him in Washington if you get rid of Russell Westbrook, and we know there's rumors about him maybe going to the Lakers. I don't really like him with the Lakers, but I like him even worse with Ben Simmons. I'll tell you that.
It's everybody with the Lakers. That's the rumors. And anybody who's there's
everybody. A lot of rumors out, and Rob G is eating them up like candy.
Well, that's what Laker fans do. They're still not, and that's because that Mickey Mouse championship in Orlando didn't fill them up at all. You know, like they're still not fulfilled.
Hey, that was a legitimate ring, baby.
I'm just saying, did it take place in Orlando? That's why I'm calling it Mickey Mouse. Okay.
Yeah, all right. All right, that's the only reason. But
that's
anyway,
the only reason.
The Sixers are said, Rob, to be asking for a Harden-esque return on the trade for Simmons. And that means several first-round picks. It means nice young players. In fact, there was a report that they spoke with San Antonio, and Philadelphia actually asked for 4 first-round picks, 3 pick swaps, and a young player. They might as well have asked for 4 of the 5 championship trophies that the Spurs have in their hallway in the stadium, the arena. I mean, my goodness. But I'll say this, Rob. Ben Simmons, I think he can help a team. I really do. I think if he's in the right situation, I get it. He won't shoot jumpers, can't shoot free throws. He lost it mentally in this last playoffs. But in the right situation, meaning you don't have a dominant low post big like a Joel Embiid, and you can build around Ben Simmons, put shooters around Ben Simmons, let him push the ball in transition. Let him play in the inside, the dunker spot, in the post, when you're in your half-court sets. I think Ben Simmons could be very good in that situation. Kind of playing him like Giannis. He's not as good as Giannis. He's not as aggressive as Giannis. But I think he could be somewhat like that. You could play around him like that. And I've talked to some GMs in the league that feel the same way. Some don't want him, some do. But that's what I think you could do. And I'm going to say this, Rob. The Houston Rockets made a mistake. They made a mistake. They should have traded James Harden for him. Now, I know we wouldn't have the big 3 in Brooklyn, but they'd still be great because they'd have Kyrie and Durant. And Philadelphia, heck, maybe they would have won a championship. Who knows? But James Harden and Joel Embiid and Houston could have built around Simmons just like I said they could have. Now, if I'm Washington, I'm trying to move Russell Westbrook, and I'm willing to trade Bradley Beal for Ben Simmons. I give him to Wes Unseld Jr., the new coach, and I build around Simmons. Because let Washington listen. Bradley Beal, listen. Even if it works out swimmingly this year for you with Russell Westbrook and Beal playing dynamic basketball together, you're not beating Brooklyn. You're not beating Milwaukee. You're not even beating Philadelphia. You couldn't beat them last year, and Joel Embiid was injured a little bit of the time. You're probably not beating Boston, and maybe I can throw Atlanta in there. So where are you going? Make moves, rebuild. You have a new coach. Give him a young roster to work with and go from there. And Bradley Beal, just ask him to trade you to Golden State, to Philadelphia, to one of these contenders. We're wasting your time in Washington. Rob, I'm sorry I took up so much time, but That's how I feel.
No, I understand. I'm not even going to sit here and hold you up. It's just going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out.
Would you want him? Do you think he's just? I know he's obviously damaged goods to some degree, but would you think he can be good?
I just wouldn't trade for him.